morning, Alaric. Thank you so much for coming to I know, where are you, by the way?
I'm in Singapore now, yeah.
In Singapore, you're back in Singapore. Because as far as I know, you were like traveling to different parts of the world, from Europe to South America to US and so on. But thank you so much. And I'm so honored that after knowing you for the last 4 years,
Yeah.
finally, I actually have a chance to interview you in person. And thank you for granting me the slot. And in fact, today is an extra special day because in conjunction with the relaunch of my YouTube channel, you are the first person that I really want to interview, because I would say over the last few years where I am today, you have played a big role, because from taking your first Facebook class and then I took your superstar branding, and that's how it just carved the path to where I am today. So in fact, you're the timely and the best person. Yeah. And how young are you now?
I'm turning 26 in October, yeah.
Yeah, still so young. I'm like almost 30 years a senior, but never too late.
No lah, you look like you're 40, you're 30 or 40.
Yeah, to buy you lunch next time. Okay. But I heard your story many times. In fact, when we met in person and even in our Zooms, because as a student, I know actually initially we were supposed to only have 1 year of support, but you have given us many years of extra support, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And also, I know that every few months or every few weeks, in fact, you have either you train us personally again, or you also invite, or say, the world's top digital marketeers and influencers to guide us in learning new skills, new trends, and so on. So that I really have to thank you as well. Okay, so but what I really wanted to know, I know I heard it many times, but now it's just you and me. And what made you get started at your young age, when everyone, your friends probably are still playing games and dreaming of girlfriends? And how do you get to where you were when you were 23, when you first started? It's not easy to wait from zero.
So it depends on what you would define as the start, okay? I started reading books about business and personal development since I was 8 years old, okay? So 8 years old, I started reading like Rich Dad Poor Dad, How You Can Get Richer Quicker by M.R. Mayer, and all these other like business books, personal development kind of books, okay? They asked me when I first start thinking about doing sales or doing business. When I was 16 years old, I found a 10-cent coin on the floor, okay? And then I wanted to turn 10 cents into $1 million. So I trade 10 cents for 20 cents, 20 cents I buy a candy, sell for 40 cents, 40 cents I buy a canned drink, sell for $1, $1 I buy 2 more bottled drinks, sell for $2, etc. Right? And I was able to turn that into $1,000, okay? Because I was doing, I grew it until like $50. I used to like take a bicycle, go to the grocery shop, like go to the supermarket. Then after I sell to my friends in school, I made $50. Then I bought a SIM card to do cold calls. So I paid $25 for a SIM card, and then I could do like 100, like I think 300 calls or something. And I closed one sale. I made $600 in commissions. That's how I grew, okay? So if you ask me when did I start my entrepreneurship journey, I would say it started when I was 8 years old, because that's when I first started doing.
Who gave you the books? I mean, we all are influenced by our family or something like that.
Yeah. So like since young, my dad encouraged us to read books. And he, in fact, like the reason why he, like my house, right, is quite near to the library. Okay. And he actually strategically bought a house last time that was near to the library. Okay. So like since I was 5 years old, he'll bring me to the library. Last time we used to start with like children's books, but I always had an interest with business, and I always had an interest with personal development and psychology. I don't know why, okay, but somehow, yeah. And so my first my first real business I started when I was 19 years old. It was my healthy food delivery business. And then my second business, I did an entrepreneurship platform. I built a sales team of 140 people in 10 months. My third business, I did a sales and marketing agency. Fourth business was an e-commerce business selling cosmetics. And then right now I teach people Facebook marketing. I have about 1,700 students now. We have the largest Facebook marketing community in Singapore. And on the side, I own like a tuition business, a call center, a financial consulting business, a few other small little businesses. Yeah.
Wow. So I would say that other than putting you on the right path towards books, your father did one, he gave you the right books.
Yeah.
A lot of people read a lot of books. I was reading like Annie Blyton and all those.
Correct. So like imagine last time my school, right? Primary school, in the morning, everyone does silent reading, okay, for half an hour while waiting for everyone to start coming to school. Okay. Other people were reading Annie Blyton, were reading all kinds of like storybooks and all that. I was reading like how to be rich, how to control
Yeah,
your
that's
mind,
what
how to
people
tap into your
usually suffer
subconscious
from.
mind. Yeah.
So you were actually groomed or mentally psyched to think differently. And that's why if I pick up a 10 cents when I was your age, I will probably, okay, 10 cents, just put in the pocket light or not take it.
Mm.
But you were able to figure out to take 10 cents and turn it to 1,000 times more.
Yeah.
That's a different thinking altogether. Yeah.
And when I did that process, right, I realized that actually, like I thought that you needed money to make money. So I wanted to prove that can you turn 10 cents into $1 million, right? But after I turned 10 cents into $1 million, then I realized that actually you don't need money to make money. So like my coaching business, right, I went from zero. Okay, I didn't start with any capital at all. And I went to about $1.2 million in about 18 months. Yeah. So how did I get from zero? First, I get a client. He said he want to learn Facebook marketing, and I quote him. I say $250 for 1 hour. He said that's very expensive. Then I say, okay, how about I throw in some ebooks and some resources, and I teach you network marketing as well plus Facebook marketing. And he said, okay. Then that's how I got my first client. I didn't even register a company at that point of time, right? He gave me cash, right? He gave me a testimony after that as well. I was like, hey, I made $250 in 1 hour, that's quite good money, That's like 30 times what a McDonald's employee makes, right? Then I went to scale that. So I did like 3-hour coaching sessions, like 3-hour group coaching sessions for $500. Okay, $250. Then after I thought, okay, how can I sell 2 hours for $500? So I do 2 sessions for $500 to other clients. Then after I thought, okay, maybe I can sell 3 hours of group coaching for $500. My first time doing group coaching, I got like 30 people. So I count 30 times $500 is $15,000. I made $15,000 in 3 hours. I was like, hey, this is pretty good money. So after I did 2 days courses for like $2,000, yeah. And then my first time I only had like 8 people or something, but I made 16K in 2 days. I was like, hey, pretty good, right? And then I just scaled on from there. Yeah. Sometimes my highest was like 2 days class was like 120 people. Yeah.
Wow.
Like some came
So
from refresher.
as well, right?
Yeah, some came from refresher, some are new students. Maybe at least I think I made 100K in a weekend. Yeah. Then I was like, cool.
Like the picture
100K in a
behind
weekend.
you, that was in Singapore as well. The picture
Yeah,
behind
so the picture behind me, this was in Expo. It was a social media marketing summit. This was back in 2020. Yeah. So I was speaking in front of like 400 plus people. Yeah.
You were invited to speak on that day.
Yeah. So I spoke alongside a lot of other very prominent multi-millionaire speakers, YouTube celebrities, speaking mentors, TikTok mentors, etc. Instagram, yeah.
But I remember when I signed up for a course, you actually came to KL in person, and there were many speakers at the event, but I only signed up for yours because I was like, this is like super duper value, and I would say that since then I think because I've gone for many trainings or many so-called sessions and gurus and all that, but no one gives value like you do. That definitely. Yeah, and till today I see that you're still adding things into our podium. It's like wow, it's like fantastic. And you update the trends when they change, you update us to the algorithm and all that. And I'm very grateful to you. So in fact, if you would ask me, who do I think the best person to interview? No one else. Because you actually showed me the way you changed my life. I can
Thank
tell
you. I always believe in under promising and over delivering. So I realized a lot of marketing, especially marketers, a lot of them do it the other way. They over promise and under deliver. But for me, I always believe that okay, the truth is good enough. Okay, like so if let's say I give this amount of value, okay, but I don't promise you I give this amount of value. I promise you I give this amount of value. Then when I give you this amount of value, right, you feel that I over deliver. But if let's say
amount of value is also very high already. Actually.
Correct. Right. But I believe that if let's say at this point of value and you still buy, then if I over deliver and sometimes I promise this amount, okay, I over deliver and then still add extra and all that. Like I've got clients who are like 4 years ago, or like yourself, 3 years ago, and until now we still do coaching sessions. People ask me questions, I still answer, But I promise people 1 year because
why am I still in the group? I was like, I know he said 1 year or maximum 2 years, but I'm still inside. I still have access to the portal, and I was like, wow. And in fact, a few of my friends who signed up, I said, you better go in. There's so much more things than when you sign up. Then you don't go in or continue to learn, you will lose out. On selling them.
Yeah.
So it's like amazing, and it's like, and also I would say in the last 1 year, I also saw that you were also taking on another part of yourself. You were learning. You went into the deep jungles of Amazon or something, right? And you also learned spirituality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, you also invited someone from the White House to
Yeah.
speak once.
So I've invited a lot. I've done a lot of coaching sessions. I invited someone. His name is Peter Kuo. He's a vice president of a Republican Party in California. So he's like Donald Trump is his boss, basically. And he actually came and did a coaching session for free.
Yeah, I was there. It was fantastic.
Yeah. So like sometimes why do these people do coaching sessions for free? Okay, so most of the time is they just want to share.
Yeah.
So, sorry?
I always wonder how do you get them, and they just wanted to share and coach, and they didn't want to. They were not selling anything. We just said yes to you, just like that.
Yeah. So I would say, okay, first of all, I'm pretty blessed to be able to have like pretty strong connections to make friends with all these people. And also you'll be surprised that a lot of people are very willing to share, and they just want a platform to share. And because I can provide that platform, like every time I organize a session, there will definitely be people who show up. Sometimes 30 people, sometimes 70 people, sometimes 100+ people, right? Depending on the topic, depending on So a lot of them, they just want an opportunity to share, right? And like for example, for me, like why do I love doing my business so much is because every time I share, right, I feel like my energy expands. I feel that like a lot of people, they feel that the more you work, right, the more tired you get. But for me, the more I work, the more my energy grows, the more energetic I become. Like I can be let's say early in the morning, if I do a coaching session or something, after that I like from groggy, right, my by the end of the session, right, I'm super alert and everything. So that's why I really enjoy what I do. And I believe for most people it's like that as well. That's why they don't mind sharing. And to them it's also like they get branding, they get publicity.
But you have given a lot of people, including myself, a lot of opportunities, a lot of gateways. I would definitely say that. And for you, when you were just starting out, even till today, did you have a roadmap, or is your roadmap evolving as you go?
It's always evolving as I go. Like I don't actually have like a proper I have a rough idea what I want to do, but it always evolves. Like that's what I love so much about entrepreneurship. Like you cannot really predict how you want, like it's about, it's like you go here and then you test, does this work? You go here, you test, does this work? And also, but of course, having a mentor and like having mentors, I've got a lot of mentors. I spend more than $100,000 on like courses, seminars myself. It shortcuts my learning process, because if I were to try to figure out, it's going to take a while. But if I already have a proven system, I just follow a proven system. I can get results a lot faster.
Have your notes. I know you shared with us like over 1,000 pages of notes. Every mentor or event that you went to, you took your notes and you shared with us during the Superstar branding. I was like, wow, it's like I don't have to go for so many courses, because you went there and you took your notes and shared with us, and I still keep them in my Google Drive as well.
Correct. So I have a whole Google Docs of all the notes I've ever learned. I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on seminars and books and courses and everything. Even until today, I'm updating the notes, and I put it inside. For the higher level students, not every student get access to this. You get access to this because you were in Venus Inner Circle.
I was the lucky one.
Correct.
But actually, I use the notes. In fact, I'm using the notes as also as a research for my content and all that. And also to when times when I feel down, don't know what to do, I just skim through. So
it's like literally downloading my brain. But it's quite raw. The notes are quite raw. Okay, but that's the beauty of it as well. Because like
what you felt at that time.
Correct.
I think they are more real instead of being like tailored notes. I think that was probably more useful. For us. And even today, yesterday or today, yes, you shared some notes from the last talk into the group chat. I was like, wow. I attended, but sometimes I'm not very good with notes, but got the right people to take the notes and share with us.
So that was I was sharing some quotes, right, that I truly believe and stand by. And then one of the students, they all wrote down notes, and then they were sharing. So I forwarded to everyone in the WhatsApp group.
So I'm so blessed to be in the same, still to be in the chat group.
So long as you don't leave, we will never kick. I don't think I will ever kick you out. Yeah.
So thank you so much. And do you still read books, or what books do you read now?
So like
Physical
over
or
here, I have
e-books?
this book called Business Buying Strategies. Okay. About how to buy and sell, how to acquire businesses. I mean, I still do read books once in a while, but nowadays I read books more about social skills, how to, social skills, yeah, how to hold a conversation, yeah, this kind of stuff, yeah.
I think social skills are very important. In fact, I think I have 2 of your books. Would you be writing more books?
I was thinking
I
of
know you
writing
say
a
you take
book.
a lot of time writing your Facebook book.
Yeah, I was thinking of writing a book called about money, like how I wanted to talk about how money is value. Money is an attempt to quantify love. Money is a spiritual, a book about money, like the philosophies of money, like what is money. But yeah, maybe when I have the time one day, because books take up a lot of time to write. Yeah, like if you manually physically write it yourself, it takes up a lot of time. Yeah, so
But I think
maybe.
your books will be very valuable,
Yeah,
especially on this topic. I think today, more than ever before, people are facing challenges of money. And as you mentioned, when it comes to love, work, spirituality, everything is all interconnected.
correct.
And sometimes money is the underlying
Yeah.
cause or incentive, whichever you call it.
A lot of people feel that like spirituality and money are inversely proportional. Like, oh, if I'm a spiritual person, I need to denounce money. But that's not true. Like, money is a spiritual thing. Like, how do we know money is spiritual? Like, there are many things. Like, for example, for example, like money can be just transferred from one place to another, right? That means it's not a physical thing, right? It's a spiritual, digital thing. There are many reasons why money is spiritual. But if I ever write a book, I'll explain why. Yeah.
I think that will be quite a deep topic for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need that education on money as well. So and also I also realized that when I got to know you, you were celebrating life, you were interviewing a lot of people as well. And then what made you move from, as I call it, like worldly successes into South America, where you chose to pursue higher consciousness? What spurred that? I mean, you're young,
Good.
Usually people at this age would think so.
So, okay, to give a quick background, I've been traveling for the last 12 months. I spent 2 months in the United States, 3 months in Ecuador, 1 month in Colombia, 3 months in Brazil, and I was in Spain for 3 months. What made me travel? Actually, it's mainly for fun. Yeah, because I asked myself, like, okay, I'm 26 now. I'm 25, turning 26. When I look back at this 1 year, right, would I rather have been building my business, and like, would I rather make $10 million, or would I rather have traveled the world in this 1 year? I think it will make me more happy as a person. Like, I think it made me, like, the amount of experiences I had, right, in the last 12 months, right, money, like that versus money, because money, after you make to a certain point, money is to enjoy also, right? And because, like, I've made enough money that I could travel for 10 to 30 years comfortably without, yeah.
Wow.
But if, let's say, and I'm still generating income while I'm traveling, so my net worth still increases. So I could literally travel the world for the rest of my life, right? And like, I'm already, like, last time I told myself, do I really want to be a billionaire, right? But if I become a billionaire, then you have to deal with the problems of a billionaire. For example, Mark Zuckerberg, like, is he really free? He is not really free. Like, if, let's say, every day he want to do whatever he want to do, he can't really do that. If you want to take a day off from Facebook, shareholders will complain, or then, like he might be rich. He's financially free, but is he really free? Like, free? Yeah. Like, for me, I can work 4 hours a week or even less and still generate enough income to sustain my lifestyle, and then the rest of the time is all traveling. Like, you realize I only work less than 4 hours a week, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so to me, it's like a person who works 4 hours a week and makes X dollar. Okay, let's say if you work for 2 hours and you make $500, you're actually wealthier than someone who works 20 hours and makes $2,000. Like, because to me, time is something that we can never get back. Money we can make back, but time is something we can never get back. So so that's why like was it a sacrifice? Yeah, I kind of sacrificed a lot more income for traveling and enjoying life and everything, but I think it was a worthwhile trade. Yeah.
I think you get the experience and I would say the insights that are more precious than anything else.
Correct. And the connections that I built, like in every country that I go to, I have more than 100 friends. Yeah. That, in every country that I go to. So like these connections are for life. Like whatever connections I met in Silicon Valley, Draper University connections, they're all for life. When I went to visit them in Spain, we had dinner together. I went to Brazil, I saw other Draper University people. I went to Colombia, I met my Draper University teacher. So these connections are for life. So these are priceless. Yeah.
Do you see yourself like building businesses with the people that you met internationally over the years?
Yeah, definitely there's room for collaboration, right? Yeah. For example, I helped some of them get featured on the news, So right after the event, I helped about at least 5 of them get featured on the news. So that itself, there's definitely room for collaboration. Yeah.
Because I think the knowledge that you have is actually, I would say everyone needs it when you're branding yourself, building your business and all that. Yeah. So spirituality, on a scale of 1 to 10, how spiritual are you?
Good question. I don't know. Like, I don't know what being a spiritual, but I mean, I'm not super religious or anything. I'm not like vegetarian and all that. But if you ask me, can I feel energy? Can I? Yeah, how open-minded am I? I'm pretty open-minded. My mind.
Full energy when I saw you. I mean, in the last 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. So like in terms of like feeling energy, in terms of like communicating with people, in terms of like opening up my mind, I'm pretty. I would say I'm pretty open-minded. But if you ask me how spiritual am I, depends on what you define as spirituality. Yeah. Sorry?
Spiritual, but not religious.
Yeah, correct. So I'm very spiritual, but like I don't do meditation every day or yeah. And I think spirituality is different people experience spirituality in different ways. Yeah, but I can say that I'm a pretty happy person in general, pretty peaceful person in general. Yeah, I don't get depression or anything. So I like if I ever feel depressed, I know how to snap myself out of depression because I know that it's all in the mind. If you know how to control your mind, you can control your emotions and yeah. So yeah, I'm okay. I don't know how spiritual am I.
In fact, you're applying what you taught us because when we took the Facebook course, the first thing you told us is the hypnosis, the mindset,
correct,
attitude, all these 3 things before you actually taught us the technical.
Correct. Yeah.
So you're actually applying the mind part of it before the skill.
And when you can control your mind, like even until today, I still listen to hypnosis and everything. Sometimes not my own hypnosis, but other people's hypnosis, to sleep and everything. And yeah, I really think if you can control your mind, you really can achieve anything you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should do more mindset books as well, or even a podcast or something so that we can listen to you. I mean, books take longer time, but I think speaking is easy for you.
Correct. And I feel that just through the tonality, they can feel the vibration. They can feel maybe someone who's depressed hears this and their energy changes. That's why I do these kind of interviews because you never know who gets value.
When you speak, there's energy. I think that is within you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that actually makes people feel better, more energized, and in fact, when we learn, it's easier as well.
Yeah.
So you're still so 26 only, you're still so young. So where do you see yourself 3 years from now?
3 years from now, okay. I asked myself, like now 26, right? It's a prime time for me to travel.
Yep.
It's also a prime time to do business. So I'm thinking, should I focus on business or should I focus on traveling? But I think maybe I'll spend the next 3 years traveling and just enjoying life. Yeah. And
where else would you be traveling? It seems like you've gone to a lot of places.
I'm going to Australia, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and then Eastern Europe. Yeah, I'm gonna like explore the whole Eastern Europe.
Country?
Sorry?
Will you be spending more time in each country?
Yeah, I've been spending like every country I go to, I normally spend like 3 months. Yeah, I'm not like a tourist, I'm a nomad. Yeah. I'm not like a tourist that just, visits for a short while. I'm like a nomad that I actually experienced the life there. I learned the language there. For example, now I learn Spanish. I learn Portuguese. In 3 months, I learn Portuguese. In 6 months, I learn Spanish. I can like hold a I can recognize words. I can hold a conversation. Yeah. Like the grammar might not be super good, but yeah, they understand.
So you teach yourself to learn how to speak the languages in the countries that you go to, or you
Correct.
go
So
classes.
I got a tip on how to learn a language fast. So like if you want to learn a language fast, right, you watch Netflix, right, and then you watch English audio and then that language subtitles. So what your brain will do is it will merge the subtitle, the word with the meaning. Yeah. Then that's how you learn a language very fast. You watch one Netflix movie, you can learn like
is a foreign film with English.
Well, whatever film lah, English audio and then the Spanish subtitles. Yeah, that's how you learn Spanish very fast.
So can I use YouTube? I watched something on YouTube in X language and I use the
Spanish subtitles or whatever language you want to learn. Yeah, then your brain will match the things very fast. Then one movie, right, you can learn like 100 new words. Yeah.
Okay, I will try that soon. Interesting. This is something I learned. This is very, very interesting. Yeah. So, and because when I still look at you, you haven't changed at all since the last few years. You still look the same. You still look so youthful. You still have so much energy, and you say you are going to travel and experience life for the next 3 years. But it's like you still have like 70, 80 good years, 70 years at least. Let's say you live to 100. 70 good years of your life, man. Amazing. Is there any big, or not big dreams, but dreams that you want to see, or rather on how you want to transform yourself or the world?
So in terms of business, I want to IPO a company. I want to buy and acquire more businesses. Have my grow my portfolio. I in terms of so I want to build like a empire and I'll build a lifestyle business. So if I build a lifestyle business, I just want to make like 20K per month passive income. Like passive, like it doesn't require my work at all. Passive income, right? That's good enough for me. Okay, 20K per month passive income. Because if I have a business that pays me 20K per month passive income, that's a business that's worth like $5 million, right? Because if I were to invest this in, if I were to invest this in the stock market, I need $5 million to make 20K per month passive income, right? So So that's the first thing. And then after that, I want to build like a empire as well, and then IPO and everything. Because I've got mentors like Dr. Patrick Deal, he IPO 3 companies in 3 different stock exchanges. So I'm learning from all these people. And like to me, entrepreneurship is just a game, like I enjoy it not just for the money. I really enjoy entrepreneurship as a game. Yeah, it's a game to me. Yeah.
Is there anything that you find like particularly challenging or something that you have not tried and you want to try in the future?
I want to IPO a company. Yeah.
Like the IPO.
Just to learn how to IPO a company and understand how it works and everything.
Please keep me in mind when you IPO. I want to invest.
Sure. Yeah. So I want to IPO a company. I think it'll be fun to be able to IPO a company and yeah, it will be like a achievement unlocked kind of thing. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. And any word of advice for 2 things? One for me and one for my viewers. For us, like to grow. Let's say now I think the world is talking about content creation, and people like me, I'm also evolving. In fact, I saw myself being pulled into the world of content creation, and I find it so fun, and so it's like so fun. I'm learning new things from different people, and I go back and refer to your notes because there are things that I can reuse and all that. So for new content creators like me, what's your word of advice?
So okay, first of all, I think you've grown so much. Like your face and everything looks youthful and brilliant. So yeah, giving out a lot of very good energy. For content creation, I would recommend. Okay, see, there's a lot of content creators that don't make much money. So I think the first thing you need to do is to learn how to either sell or market someone else. Like to learn how to monetize your content. Yeah, because a lot of people say, oh, when I reach there, then I will learn how to monetize my content. Like when I have X number of followers, then I learn how to monetize my content. But I can tell you that if you don't learn how to do it now, even when you're X number of followers, you won't know how to monetize your content. So you should learn how to monetize. Like for example, my list might not be super big. Okay, I only have 1,700 students. I have an email list of thousands of people. But every time I do a coaching session, or every time I can make thousands of dollars. So whereas so learn how to monetize. That's what I recommend. Like learn how to monetize, like affiliate for other people, or learn how to like create your own product or service to sell. So learn how to monetize your content.
Yeah, I think when you taught us the sales, how to speak, how to close, that was amazing.
Like if you know how to sell, let's say you know how to sell high ticket, right? Even if you have an audience of 10 people, but you know how to sell, you can make $5,000 easily, even with an audience of 10 people. 10 people will listen to you and everything. Yeah.
Right.
But you need to know how to sell. So like let's say you're doing content creation, right? Maybe you can get them on a sales call, or like a free consultation or something. Behind every video, you must have a call to action, like ask them to get a free call with you, or join your free Facebook group or free group or something where you can nurture the lead and all that, and then sell something. Yeah, you sell your one-to-one coaching, maybe 3 months or $5,000 or 5,000 ringgit or whatever. Yeah, that's what I recommend for you. And then any advice for your viewers? Okay, so I don't know how your viewers are like, but I would say, control your mind, learn how to learn things faster. So like learn things at 2 times the speed, 3 times the speed, etc. And always, like, if you want to succeed, right, just keep implementing. And then if it doesn't work, change your strategy, implement again. If it doesn't work, change your strategy, implement again. You cannot fail if you do this. If you keep changing your strategy and implementing, you will definitely succeed. You only fail when you give up. Yeah. So if you keep persevering and changing your strategy and implementing, that's the ultimate success formula. You can succeed in anything that you want to do, whether it's sales, marketing, business, philosophy, spirituality, anything. Yeah.
Anything, any age, any niche.
Any niche, yeah. You will succeed in everything you do if you learn this formula, which is to implement and then change your strategy, implement, change your strategy, implement. But you must learn how to learn from your mistakes, right? How to change your strategy. A lot of people, they keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's insanity, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. I think these are very, very useful tips for the viewers. In fact, are you okay if I will be publishing this video onto YouTube, but I also will be repurposing it into a blog and shorter snippets.
Sure. Yeah.
And if people want to find out about you, where can they find you?
So you can go to my website, www.alaricong.com. ALARICONG.com. Or my Facebook is like Alaric Ong, or you search Instagram Alaric Ong ZH or Alaric Ong G. One is for business, one is for personal. ALARICONGZH or ALARICONGG. Okay. And then if you want to check out a free training that I have about Facebook marketing, you can go to www.theapollomethod.com. So that's TheApollomethod.com. Yeah. So
thank you so much. Yeah. And if I were to ask you one last question, which social media channel do you love most?
Of course, Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I make the most money from Facebook. Yeah, like Facebook ads, and until now, it's still my bread and butter. Like, because like Facebook ads are one of the easiest to run. Like, you see, you do YouTube ads, right? You need to create video content, all that. Facebook ads, you can take an image, run as an ad. It's a lot easier, and I invest a lot of money in Facebook shares as well, because this business model is unbeatable. And like if Facebook wants to increase their revenue and their profit, right, all they have to do is to just enable ad accounts and people start spending money with them again. Like they ban accounts left, right, center. Yeah, Facebook is still my favorite.
So Facebook, they own Instagram and WhatsApp, so they self-control.
Correct.
Process, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I asked most of my questions. Or is there anything that you want me to ask that I haven't asked yet?
No, that's all. Thank you so much for inviting me for this interview. And I hope you got value, and I hope your audience gets value as well.
I did. I will actually practice the language one first.
Okay.
And when I push out the content, I'll show you first.
Okay.
Before I push out.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah. Because I will probably need your advice on the ads as well.
Okay. Awesome.
To promote the ads for this video.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for this interview.
Alaric. Yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry, I changed so many times.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.